What's up, everybody? So, I don't know if you can hear me, and I don't know if you can see me. I don't know what's going to happen here. So, happy Friday night. I don't know what you can hear or see, so we're going to kind of wing this. I'm going to put the link into the chat. If you guys want to join me, you can join me, and we'll see what happens. So we got a lot going on right here. If you guys could put in the comments that you can see me or hear me, that would definitely help. Happy Friday night. Happy Rob Saleh Day, the day after his press conference. Sorry we couldn't do anything last night because Mr. Primetime is under the weather a little bit, and I've been working like crazy. So we have just me. So what we can do is I sent the link out. If you guys click on it, I'm pretty sure that you can get into the lobby. I can bring you guys on if you guys want to talk. And we got Shaw Dog. We'll bring him on. So let's just try to see what happens. So what's up, man? Gotta put your microphone on. Oh boy, this is like an Adam Gase thing right here. He's out. So you guys can hear me and see me. Cool. So one thing I want to go into first is what's up, Miguel? How you doing, man? One thing I want to go into first is that I'm doing a fundraiser. Me and Primetime are doing a fundraiser where we're raising money for the Marty Lyons Foundation, the Community Food Bank of New Jersey. It's $10 to get in, and there's boxes, and it was 100 boxes, a total 100 entries. We've already gotten 60 donations, so we have about 40 left. So if you want, you could direct message us. It's you could PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. And there's 4 prizes, and the video before this has it. It's 2 Joe Klecko signed items, a helmet, a picture. It's a Quinn and Williams signed football, and also a Marty Lyons signed picture too. So $10. There's about 40 boxes left, and there's 4 prizes. Community Food Bank of New Jersey is going to get proceeds, and Marty Lyons Foundation. We're making no money whatsoever. The money's equally split, so we definitely appreciate that. And what we'll do, I guess Primetime's now texting me, so I guess he's probably watching this disaster. I guess no. So we'll bring on Shaw Dog. What's up, man?
What's up with you, man?
Well, it's me, you, and the legend here. So you can see we changed our show up a little bit tonight.
A little bit. I didn't know if that was a puppet of who that was supposed to be. You know, you've had a lot of special guests on.
Yeah, so Primetime's a little bit under weather, so I'm just trying to get on because we've been dying to talk about Rob Saleh. So what are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, excited, honestly. Just pure something to look forward to. He's the complete opposite of Gase in the fact that he actually inspires people. He'll go out of his way to talk to people and be authentic.
He seemed very genuine, didn't he? It was we kind of all expected like the fire and brimstone and all this stuff, but dude, he came off authentic, genuine, well-spoken, intelligent, and like you can sell that. Like players can see that. Like, this guy really cares. He wants to win. He's got a program. He's got a firm belief system. I thought it was awesome, man. It was so friggin' refreshing.
Yeah, and then thinking back to that Gase press conference, it's just like night and day.
Yep. So what do you know? The one thing I have a question for you is Mike LaFleur, they're bringing him in, the Kyle Shanahan guy's been winning the whole time. And they keep talking about, very simple offense, very quarterback friendly. They're almost making it like this, and this is foolproof here, where it's almost like, all right, Sam Darnold could be gone. They could be saying, listen, this offense could be for anybody, especially a rookie quarterback.
Mm. Yeah, he basically, he wasn't afraid to admit, like a lot of the 49er offense and the Seahawk offense, they're gonna just use that same style, and that's another thing. Like the brutal honesty, he said he's gonna let them do their thing, and I have no idea where we're going with quarterback, but
but it's like you look at the 49ers though. When Garoppolo went out, everybody that went after him, they all played well. Like they all made point. They all they did their job. So it's like, listen, for Mike LaFleur coming in and the way they're presenting this offense with that quarterback, it's like, listen, man, this is. To me, it's like the writing's on the wall for Sam Darnold, and I'm like maybe because I'm ready to move on from him. But it just seems like the more they talk about it, it kind of seems like that.
Yeah, they're gonna say they believe in him and for trade value's sake and just for PR sake, but I don't know. honestly, if we don't get Watson, which it's still I'd say it's less likely than not that we don't. So it's either we draft one or stick with Sam. And I'm higher on Zach Wilson than I am Fields. But you never know.
It's exciting, man. Well, dude, thank you for joining me, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Have a good night.
You too, man.
Next up, and so for everybody asking, Primetime is just under the weather, and we wanted to do a show because, listen, it's a lot of really cool news. Everybody's really excited. So what we're going to do is we'll just bring people on and talk about them. This is my co-host for tonight. Again, we got a fundraiser going on. Check out my video before this. I see all your comments, you bastards. Let's see. I can see a whole bunch from here. You guys are real. Let's see. This is straight because we hired Saleh. I'm excited for him. So thank him for the donation. Can't wait. No, man. Watching the press conference was super, super exciting. So we definitely it's just, you appreciate the authentic nature. He's genuine. He's just well-spoken. There was no like rah-rah stuff. It was just all real. So we'll bring on, I guess, Stelio. What's up, man?
Yeah, Stelio, what's going on?
Oh, living the dream, dude. How about you?
Yeah, it's crazy to finally meet you. I've been watching you guys since like forever now, so this is awesome.
Dude, welcome aboard, man. It's glad to have you. So what'd you think, man, of this press conference?
I think more than anything, it's night and day, like we're all saying with when you compare it to Gase. I think this is the first time we actually get a glimpse of like hope. Because especially it's just so nice after the season we had of all the suffering we went through, and it finally seems like they're actually with the organization structure changing and everything.
How great is that, dude?
Yeah.
They're actually a football organization now. Like actually you have an owner, a general manager, coach. There's actually a hierarchy, a structure. Like they're almost a real team now.
Yeah, I didn't expect Chris Johnson to say that. He said he was like playing with the idea. I didn't think they'd actually go through with it. But, that's reassuring to hear. For sure.
Dude, it's great. It's like now you kind of know where everybody stands. And it's like they talk about collaboration, but you know who owns what, who's responsible for what. Yeah. The Woody Johnson thing coming back to me, I find completely fascinating because I'm in the camp where I want Deshaun Watson. Woody Johnson's all about headlines, ticket sales, marketing. He could be the guy that, hey, you know what? Let's make this move. He could be all for that.
I'm in that boat too. I think whatever it takes to get Watson, I think we're the team in the best situation to do it. We can afford to give out the most for it and still build around him, which some people can't understand yet. But I think that's a route to consider, but we'll see what happens with that.
Now, what are your thoughts on LaFleur? Because they keep talking about how his offense is innovative and it's very, very player-friendly, which kind of makes it you can get a rookie in there.
Yeah, I'm excited. I was excited about it. It obviously brings questions up with Sam or Wilson and whatnot now because I was high on Fields, and now it's like, you got the West Coast offense. Mm-hmm. He's under Shanahan, so now it's going to be – I think it's going to be Sam or Wilson, but I'm just happy with Saleh, and I'm going to trust him. If it's Sam, I'm going to we'll roll with it, but I'm happy that – he is like a Shanahan disciple kind of, and he's also bringing the running game coordinator too, I believe. I'm pretty happy with the staff so far. So
it's a lot of young coaches with a lot to prove, which I love that, dude. They're all hungry, they're all motivated, they're all creative, and it's like, listen, they all, it's like the running game sets up a lot of other things. How many times we talked about that? And you watch the playoffs now, like all these teams not gonna run the ball. They all, that's part of the game, and you open it up, and then Aaron Rodgers can fling it. Mahomes can do his thing, especially when you have cold weather, like Green Bay, the weather's gonna be shitty. So it's like, it's exciting, man.
What do you think with Ty Johnson? I think Ty Johnson and Josh Adams. I think we might draft a running back, but I think they'll just make so much more out of the backfield. If it's gonna be by committee or not, or get a featured back, I just think it's gonna open up so many more things with how we play on Sundays.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I don't want to get a free agent running back. Like, I like young guys, man. Get all these young guys on rookie contracts, whatever else. Ty Johnson showed a lot, but Gase refused to play him because you had Gore there. You still have P. Ryan, draft the guy, but like, get all these guys. Have a rotation, have a platoon. If one guy becomes a bell cow guy, awesome. But have them all like cheap, man. Like, just spend that money elsewhere.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
I'm excited, dude. And then the wide receiver. The weird thing about the wide receiver position is Allen Robinson has me all fired up, dude, because he's liking every freaking thing, dude.
I'll run through a wall, man, seeing him like those tweets. He wants to play for Saleh. I think that's another good thing with the hire was it really was good for marketing. People want to get behind him, and I think they're going to fight for him, and that's why it's another good hire.
Dude, he's not bashful. He's liking almost every freaking tweet. He's liking this, liking that. Like, dude.
He must saying to go get him, yeah.
Why not? That's the kind of player you need, though. Even to just say if it's Sam, if it's a rookie quarterback, whoever it is, that kind of elite receiver is desperately needed. You have to have him.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm excited the direction we're headed, honestly, but we've got a long off season to go, so we'll see.
Well, dude, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, great meeting you. Yeah.
Thank you. We're going to keep going here. So guys, you guys don't know, it's kind of impromptu here. Prime time is under the weather. I felt like talking. I didn't feel like being on the screen by myself. The link is in the chat thing there. We'll bring people on. I have a fundraiser going on too. Check that out. And that's it. Let's see what we got here. Can I send this super fun $10,000 fundraiser, $10 fundraiser through the super chat? Yeah, how this works, man. Send this a direct message or an email. There's a grid. There's a grid of 100 boxes. So once you send the donation in, I'll send you the grid. You pick the box you want, and then you get it. So, but however you want to do it, we're taking PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, whatever it is. Just email it to you. I can email you back, and we'll go from there. It's like less than 40 boxes left. So that's cool. We will go. Let's see what we got here. McCarrot. Did I say it right?
Yeah, you said it right. How
What's
you
up,
doing,
man?
Tyson?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm excited, man. Nice to finally meet you.
You too as well. So how'd you like the Saleh press conference, man?
Man, it was awesome. Compared to the Gase conference, it was, night and day. When he was talking all gas, no brakes, I was just fired up. Just the way he was speaking to, he just loves his players. You could tell.
Yep. He's genuine, dude. And then he was talking about, listen, I want them to play at their best so they can make the most money. Nothing talks to a player other than money, especially in the NFL, dude. So he's saying all the right things. I'm sure Joe Douglas is like, dude, what the fuck, man? We don't want them all winning great contracts. But it's like, you can see why they all like him. And he wasn't like Rex Ryan said a lot of shit where you're like, oh, he's just talking out of, but he didn't pull Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell embarrassed himself.
Oh, yeah,
dude,
he made
Saleh
a clown
was
of
like
himself.
composed. Yeah, but Saleh was composed. He was like authentic. Dude, it was awesome.
No, I agree. I expected it to be kind of a mix of a Rex Ryan conference.
Yep.
But I knew he was going to be like professional as well. That's just the way he is in every interview.
No, dude, it was great. Now, what do you think about his coaching staff, dude? Because a lot of young guys, a lot of unproven guys. You have Greg Knapp, who's a veteran.
The offense, is what I'm excited for. I think they need to get the running back position right. Like, you look at the 49ers, look at all the good running backs they had.
Yep.
Who was it? Breida last year, Mostert. They had a lot of good running backs, so we need to get that position right.
Yep.
I'm at the point now, I'm willing to, invest an earlier round pick than I would have if we had a different coach.
Nah, dude, I'm all about probably like third round and later for running backs. You got Ty Johnson, you got Josh Adams, you got P. Ryan. I don't want to spend any money on him, but you need like Ty Johnson was impressive. They just didn't give him the ball enough for some reason. I wanted a guy in like the 5th or 6th round, but now I'd be willing to invest in the 3rd round for a running back. Yeah, I'm all about receivers, man. I want this Allen Robinson, dude. I wanted him before he started liking all these tweets and Instagram posts.
I want him or Godwin. I'm a big Penn State fan. That's where I went to school.
What's up with all those drops in the playoffs, dude?
Yeah, I know. He's been
hurt
the whole year.
His hand though, right? Didn't he have his finger or something like that?
Yeah, he hurt his finger earlier in the year. He's just been off this whole entire year. So I feel like you get him for cheaper than what he'd be going for.
Dude, I'm in for it. So, well, thanks for joining me, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. Nice meeting you, Tyson.
Have a good night. All right, we'll go quickly to the comments. So I put the link out on the comments. I've never done this before, so I'm not sure how this really works out. So let me see let's see. Thank you guys for filling me in. Not sick because of my cooking, not COVID. Primetime just firing at his comments here. So I guess what we'll keep doing here, trying to see if there's any good sarcasm in here. New coach, Jets are still going to suck. There's positivity. Primetime's under the weather, but will be joining us very soon. Don't worry about that. At the puppet. If you can't figure out who my co-host is, man, you come on. You got to rig it out. I also want to thank Cameron from Australia, who actually offered to send me a koala stuff, which is really cool, and kangaroo stuff, but I didn't want to pay for those exorbitant friggin' shipping charges, so I didn't want to do that to him. Let's see. And here's Rose from the Titanic. I take 10,000 shows with just a legend rather than see Primetime and Tyson. Yep. Rose is staying true to herself. That's great. Saleh was great on Boomer. He's aced every media thing. He was probably a little nervous yesterday, but he's been awesome today. Let's see what we got here. And then, no, he doesn't have COVID. He's just sick. You can get on the show, but the link is in the chat, man. Just click on the link. There's a little lobby down there, and I'll figure this out as we go along. I've never done this before. So, live stream the Bills game. We could do that. We could do the UFC fights tomorrow night too, but hopefully Primetime is feeling better because I'm going to drink a lot for those. Let's see what else we got real quick. The shrimp did not get primetime sick. He's fine. I hope it wasn't that. Watching it, I got the impression they set up an organization. The coach has a vision. Yeah, I completely agree, Lauren. The whole thing is like you have a general manager now who has distinct responsibilities, identified responsibilities. The coach reports to him, which is great. And we will go to Mr. Jake. Jake Klein, what's up, man?
Tyson, pleasure, man. How you doing?
Doing great. How you doing?
I was hoping I maybe see Tyrone on here tonight. I was very excited when I saw the video stuff.
Yeah, dude, you know what it was? We've been super busy, man. And then Primetime's like, listen, man, I sound like shit. I'm like, dude, all right, what the hell do I do? I'm like, I'll figure something out. So I got that thing up there and I'm like, fuck it, let's swing it and see what happens, you know?
Yeah, no, I didn't catch it too. Actually, I got the job that I interviewed for on Tuesday. So.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it was shot. Actually, then I did like another interview last second and got that job in the span of 3 days. So it's been a crazy week for me. So I've been pretty happy about that. But thank you for the good words and everything.
No problem, dude. So what'd you think, man? Saleh finally met the media with a lot of anticipation, and I thought he did well.
Yeah, listen, my my professor from chiropractic school is a diehard Niners fan, so we talked football for years. I've loved Saleh since like last year when he should have gotten the Browns job. Like I really think he deserved it.
Right.
You know, and he's going to be a CEO coach. Like I've asked my Niners buddy and he said like, yeah, he's really going to be doing the whole CEO.
Well, he's not calling plays too, so that helps.
No, yeah. I mean, like he told me Greg Knapp is actually a very, very good pick for a quarterback coach. And Ulbridge, I think what's it, Ulbridge? How do you pronounce the name? He was like the temporary.
Yep.
He actually was a player for Mike Nolan when he was in San Francisco. So he's very keen to like understanding the Niners system. You know, I'm just going to be frank. Like, I'm pumped for him. I think he looks like a leader. Just please put fucking points on the board. Like when it all comes down to it, like it felt like, I mean, I obviously didn't sound like Rex Ryan with the Dan Campbell kneecap comment. I mean, that felt like
embarrassing.
Yeah, it was stupid. I was like, what the hell is that? But you know, he seems like a confident. First off, I don't want the Johnsons ever talking again. Like, and I don't spend 1 second listening.
How bad was Chris Johnson, dude?
Like,
he had a prepared speech and fucked that up. Like, dude, like, how hard is it to say, listen, like, dude, I could do his speech for him without reading a cue card. Like, you just hired a coach. Speak from your heart, speak from your mind, exactly what you did, what you liked about him, and hand it off. He's reading it like a robot. I'm like, bro, are you serious? You're an NFL owner.
No, he's a trust fund baby. That's what he is. And his brother's coming back, and he, you know, spent 4 years grifting, whatever the hell he was doing in the UK. Yep. They don't know what the hell they're doing. The best thing they ever did was having to force to pay 6 years for Joe Douglas. That was the best. That to me was the moment I was like, wow, we might actually find a way to get things right here for a change.
Well, now he's running the team. Joe Douglas is running football team now. He's running operations, the draft. Like now it's like it's out of their hands now. There's none of this, you know, finger pointing, this and that. You know who's accountable for what thing now. He's personnel and everything else. You know, Coach Saleh is the coach. That's it. Like, you know, there's no, it's identified now. And this has been so needed, dude. And with the offense, dude, the one thing I like about Saleh is they asked him specific questions about offense. He played tight end in, I guess, what, college or whatever it was. And it's like, he explained it. This is what I like. He goes, I coach against this offense. He goes, it's the hardest offense to coach against in terms of defensively. He goes, because it's all simple it's simple for the quarterback. Get the ball out of your hands. Let these guys all make plays. Scheme them open, and they're open, and they all make plays. And it's hard to defend. So who would know better than what to bring in an offense is the guy has to defend against it.
No,
I thought it was great, dude.
I mean, the best part about it is that my Niners friend said straight up to me, he said, you have to have a quarterback that gives quick releases. He said that is the only thing that's going to work. Yep. He said you're going to be seeing us signing a lot of tight ends on top of Chris Herndon and maybe Ryan Griffin. Kyle Juszczyk could be a possible guy we're going to sign.
I would love that.
They love fullbacks. I love fullbacks. There's going to be a lot of blocking. And, you know, to back you up, dude, I know you did the video about Watson. I'm all in on Watson. I mean, to me at this point, if someone told me last year and said we can give up the 2 first-round picks, essentially Jamal Adams, Sam Darnold, and another first-round pick, maybe it could be one of the 2 of the first-rounders or like the top, sign me up for that. Sign me up for that in 1,000% because
I'm all in.
I love Fields. You know, I'm going to continue to say that. I still think he's worth it at 2. I want nothing to do with Kyle Wilson. I want nothing.
Zach Wilson. Everybody keeps calling Kyle Wilson.
Sorry. Zach.
It's like the ghost of the Jets.
Zach Wilson. He looks like an undersized Jimmy Clausen, like Manzelli kind of guy.
Why you got a Notre Dame guy for, man? Why you got to mention a Notre Dame guy in this mess?
I never liked him when I heard that he was driving his first day to campus in a limo. Like the guy is like a very spoiled little brat. Not going to be honest about that. But listen, get the quarterback right. You know, I know you got to get to the calls in a second, but, you know, my point is get the quarterback now. This is a golden opportunity. You're not going to get this any time else. This is better than the Jay Cutler situation with McDaniels. This is 1,000 times better. So if they don't want to spend the picks now, then Joe Douglas and Saleh got to hit in out of the park with the picks. Or
I'm all in for Watson, dude. I make it happen. I find a way and just get it done. Like, it's all lining up, man. Everything is slowly but surely lining up. This is your opportunity to make it shine. And to me, Woody Johnson coming back kind of accentuates that a little bit, because Woody loves headlines. He loves the flash, loves the sizzle.
Please.
But I think the Watson thing has some legs to it, man.
I just don't want Woody Johnson has had 4 years working with Trump and getting exposure. I don't want any more exposure for him. I want him to get the hell out of here. I want Joe Douglas I want the big blimpy Stay Puft Marshmallow guy in front of us saying, yeah, I know what the hell I'm talking about. You guys brought me in here. I got the guy that's going to work with me. He's going to be a CEO coach. We're going to work together. There's not going to be this, I have to talk to Woody. That bullshit's on. They made that very clear in the press conference, truthfully. So at the end of the day, Saleh's a working man. He knows how to connect. Richard Sherman loves him. If Richard Sherman's pushing for Deshaun Watson to come to the fucking Jets, I mean, when are you ever going to get an endorsement like that? Like, ever? Never.
Not much.
Never, ever, ever. So anyway, by the way, you guys got to try these hard seltzers. They're phenomenal, by the way.
Wild Basin?
Wild Basin. I'm telling you. I'm a big hard seltzer. I know you guys do the Trulies, but happy to give you some seltzer advice if you need it.
Thank you. Jake, good talking to you, man.
Tyson, place meeting you, all right? Tell Prime Time feel better, or I'll see him cooking tomorrow, whatever the heck he's going to do.
Right? Let's see what we got here. Hit the like button, super chat. Thank you, man. Like I said, Prime Time is not feeling too well, so we wanted to get on, just get you guys talking, seeing what's going on, how everybody feels about things. Got a fundraiser going on, supporting the Marty Lyons Foundation and the Community Food Bank in New Jersey. As you guys know, the unemployment rate in New Jersey is skyrocketing. There's a lot of families that are just hurting for meals, so we're trying to raise money for that. The Marty Lyons Foundation, if you don't know that, it's for kids between the ages of 3 and 17 that have been diagnosed either with a terminal illness or a life-threatening illness. So it's super important stuff, man. So $10 a box. We're only doing 100. The prizes are a Joe Klecko signed mini helmet, a Joe Klecko signed pitcher. Thank you to Ryan Barger who donated those, a Quinton Williams signed football, and a Marty Lyons signed pitcher. So 4 different prizes, all unique and individual. They go out by themselves, and that is it. So we will these comments. You guys are relentless, man. Holy shit. He doesn't have COVID, you bastards. Jesus. He doesn't have E. coli from the shrimp either. This is harder than I thought it was going to be. Holy shit, man. What's up, Richard? The helmet is badass, man. It's old. I have it. It's over there. It's an old school helmet. It's a green helmet with the white. Look at my video before this. It's all over our Instagram. It's all over Twitter. So check it out there. Let's see. The link. There's not a link. Just direct message us or email us. PayPal, Venmo. This is not some like real official thing, dude. We have receipts and stuff like that, but I'm kind of like winging it. And we'll provide once it's done, we provide all the receipts that show full transparency. You'll see the receipt to the food bank. You'll see the receipt to the foundation. We don't play around. We did this earlier in the year, or earlier during the pandemic for the food banks in New Jersey. So done this before. Let's see what we got here. You guys, let's see. Tyson, bro, I just joined. What the fuck is that thing? It's my co-host, man. Why are you insulting my co-host? Adam Gase joining us. So we're going to bring on Mr. Ed Schilling, right?
Yeah.
What's up, my friend?
Wow. I'm shocked to actually be on.
Why, man? Well, first of all, thank you for donating, dude. That was super, super generous, man. Really, really appreciate that.
I appreciate the cause. You know, I'm always down for giving back. You know, I think it's like, I'm sorry, I'm speechless, man. I'm surprised I'm here. Okay. First of all, Prime Time. It looks like he shaved. And then second of all, what I'm trying to get is, I always want to give back. You know, I think that's like the most humane thing to do. I think it's like in our nature to do that. And when you said, hey, you know, I want to donate to a good cause, I mean, in my heart, it's just like, yo, I got to jump on that. So, you know, I really hope that I win because I'm going to do something special with that. All right?
No, definitely appreciate it, man. It's like the two causes, the community food bank in the Jersey, if you do some reach on them, like say $5 is like 20 meals, dude. It's a lot of meals. They can triple the money. And the Marty Lyons Foundation, it's for kids, man. The kids that Some of them don't have very long to live, so they grant wishes to them. Where it's like, listen, their dream is to go to Disney World one time, and they get to go to Disney World, all expenses paid. They enjoy it because they only have 6 months left to live. So their foundation's phenomenal, dude. So thank you for that. Now, a transition. Your thoughts on the new coach, man? He met the media. He's talking. He's got his new staff. What do you think?
Okay, so what I think is that how blessed are we to have a coach who has a strong head on his shoulders, let alone the fact that the league is giving the Jets praise, but we also have a reputable player that is vouching for this guy. When have we had such a head coach?
Maybe Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles was kind of reputable. Everybody liked Todd Bowles when they hired him, but not as much as this guy.
I was still skeptical of Todd Bowles. And then when Adam Gase came in, I knew right off the bat, here we are, another 2-year setback. And you can tell that we were going to have a setback when Gase went from Miami to here, and everybody was like, hey, you can have him. Good luck.
Everybody knew it was a bad hire. Everybody. We knew it. The media knew it. The players knew it. Everybody knew it. So now you have a guy where you have players actually, like Richard Sherman's campaigning for him. Like, listen, get Deshaun Watson to New York. It's been universally welcomed. But what I like was the biggest thing was you're hiring a defensive coach. How's he going to handle it? First thing he said was, I'm not calling plays. Perfect. Then the second thing is he explained why he hired the guy he hired as an offensive coordinator. He's like, listen, he goes, I have problems defending his offense in practice. And I've seen what the matchup problems they have. He goes, I want that here because I know what we're bringing to the table. So you could tell he's going to be actively involved with the full team. Not like Gase when the defense is on the field. He's on his, he's looking around, all this shit. Like, he's going to be the CEO coach that we need. Like, all the boxes, everything we complained about for the last year, they checked almost every box. Now it's a matter of getting the personnel and translating it all to the field.
Right. And here's what I feel like us Jet fans are not used to. It is structure. It is competent structure. And that's why a lot of people consistently say same old Jets. And I say that all the time because it's always those stupid decisions. It's not so much of the fact of like, oh, well, you know what? I can see why they made that mistake. Yep. You know, we all go back to the idea of Rex Ryan throwing Sanchez into that preseason game for the Snoopy Bowl. Yep. And then he gets hurt. And it's like, same old Jets.
But look at Gates last year, dude. Putting Sam Darnold back in the game when he was hurt, putting Becton back in the game when he was hurt, bringing C.J. Mosley back way too soon, putting Le'Veon Bell, like the shit. And it's like the thing is, as basic fans, dude, I'm drinking Truly's like a madman. You watch it like, dude, this is a dumb decision, and you know it. You're half hammered, you know it. So how could a guy that's supposed to be competent not see it? And it all trickled down, mistake after mistake. It trickled down, got us to where we are. But now when they ask Saleh questions, it's an educated answer. This is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm doing that. I know my weaknesses here. This is how I want to fix my weakness. Dude, it's like, listen, there's no guarantees. Obviously, it's only words. But you could tell they're intelligent, man. Football guys making football decisions. It makes you feel like we're almost competent now. Like we almost know what the fuck we're doing.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Well, yeah. And here's the other thing, which is like the double-edged sword. You know, we went through all this pain, and I know that you touched up on, wanting to go 0-16. Now, here is the thing. I did want to go 0-16 because I feel you guys. I want the best pick. I no longer want second best.
Yep.
I want first best. And finally, with Coach Saleh and his hires, it's like, okay, wait a minute. We are getting first best. We are getting the best. And it's crazy because it took so much pain and what's the word I'm looking for?
Suffering.
An embarrassment. It took an embarrassment to finally get on track.
Yep.
And, I think, who was it? It was Evan who said, we're not used to this.
Nope.
We are not used to it.
We're always used to making bad decisions, fucking things up, and then trying to justify it. And then as fans, we have the false hope. Like we blindly believe, like they do dumb things like, oh, maybe this is going to work out. But we don't, in our heart, we don't believe it. Now it's like they're actually like, all right, they're selling us. Like we could actually buy into this shit because it actually makes like football sense now.
Right. And I'll tell you what, I mean, the whole Le'Veon Bell and the Robbie Anderson and the Snacks, like all these good players that you're supposed to hold on to as a rebuild, we just give them away.
Yep.
And it's just like time in and time out again, it's just like we have not been making smart football decisions up until now. Now is like, whoa.
Well, and the thing is, too, is, and if we're being completely honest, Joe Douglas has no more excuses either. Like, Joe Douglas got away with a lot last year because we blamed everything on Gase. Personnel decisions, whatever it is. If a guy that, like, say, James Morgan pick, well, maybe Gase wanted that. Like, we didn't know who to blame, so everybody blamed Gase. Douglas kind of got away with it. No more. He's got no more wiggle room either now, dude. He's gonna have $80 million in cap space, all these draft picks. The spotlight's on him because now you're the general manager. The coach reports to you. You're the personnel guy now. No more fucking excuses for Joe Douglas either now. So, but Ed, first of all, thank you for your donation, man. Definitely appreciate it. And thank you for joining us, man.
Thank you for having me on. Have a good night.
You too, man. Let's see. As you guys know, Primetime is not with us. We're doing the best we can. I'm winging this, completely winging this. Have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. I'm putting the link in the air. I'm gonna bring on Tim. What's up, man?
Hey, Tice. How you doing, bro?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. You think Kevin's watching this?
He's probably shaking his head, be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Then can I borrow your line and say, "Mr. Primetime," and crack a beer?
Do it. I'm here. I'm cracking them too.
Mr. Primetime.
Do it, man. It's Friday night. Let's do it.
I'm so jacked up about this Robert Saleh hiring.
It's awesome, man. Now, what are your thoughts on his staff? Because everybody likes the floor, and then Saleh's not calling the plays. Are you concerned about? There's a lot of young guys, dude. A lot of unproven guys, first-time position coaches. Does that bother you at all?
Not at all. Not in the least. All I know is when I saw that video of him getting all jacked up and pumping his fist on the sidelines of whatever his previous team was that they keep showing on, you know the footage I'm talking about?
Yep, of course.
And the one nugget from the press conference reminded me of something I heard Bill Belichick said. Like when Atlanta choked against New England in the Super Bowl with that comeback a couple years back. Well, anyway, and the post game on that show, NFL Turning Point, it was like they had an interview with Belichick, and he goes, I just told him at halftime, I just told him to do something a little bit more productive every single play. And then when Robert Saleh had his press conference, he echoed something that it sounded Belichick. And I know we're not supposed to like Belichick because he's in New England, but I do happen to love Bill Belichick. Call me crazy, but Saleh said that every single day we come into work, we're going to do something to get a little bit better, a little bit more productive. And when he said that, I thought of championship dreams.
It wasn't, you know what it was? Like, we expected like a very fiery, like a passionate, like press conference. But dude, he was like very well-spoken, very reasonable. And he said, listen, like, I want you better every day. That doesn't mean a great practice, which we are great in practice. He's like, you're going to rehab better. You're going to train better. You're going to eat like everything. It's like a full everyday commitment to make this team better. And it's like a united family. Like, he was genuine, authentic, team first, player first. And it was impressive, dude. Like, you can see like how people are going to want to play for him because listen, I want you to be at your best so you can make the most fucking money. Like, if you're at your best, your career gets better, you make more money, you can blossom as a person. And that's like, he wants to seem like this team is invested in each player. So listen, we want you to maximize all of your potential so you can flourish as a person. Dude, how do you beat that? That's the NFL these days, man. It's what it's all about.
I mean, you can't beat it. The professionalism that the guy, just every word out of his mouth sounds so professional. He looks cool. He's ripped. He's gonna motivate players. Whoever they decide to keep. If they decide to keep Sam or whatever, go with a kid or get somebody in a trade, he's going to make him better. I'm convinced.
Yep. And he's well spoken, dude. He's got a rhyme. He's got a reason for everything. It all makes sense. He's got a lot of good philosophies. And it's believable. It's not that blustery bullshit. Like, if I was a Lions fan, listening to Dan Campbell, I'm like, what the hell are you like? What are you doing? Like, nobody believes that WWE bullshit in this day and age. Like, that's not going to sell tickets. You're going to be a laughing stock. We want to get away from that and be like, we are a well-coached, sound, intelligent football team. Like, present yourself like a quality organization finally.
And by the way, Tyson, I must tell you, I did call it. I did say on a comment about a month or two ago that Woody would be back January 21st. His gig was up in England January 20th, and lo and behold, it happened. And I'll welcome him back. Whatever. I hardly even know them, but Chris
Johnson's a clown. Chris Johnson's such a freaking clown.
Yeah, he seems.
Did you see the fucking press conference, dude? Like how hard is it as you're an owner of $1 billion business? You can't do a 1-minute speech about why you hired the coach. You got to read a goddamn cue card.
Yeah. No, I'm doing better than he did. I'm doing better. This is my first time on. I'm doing better.
It's terrible, man. But Tim, we got a lot of people on here, man. So thank you for joining, man. We appreciate it.
All right. Talk to you later, Tyson.
Have a good night. So as you guys can tell, Primetime is not with me. I'm completely winging the shit out of this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I barely know how to do this lobby thing here. So fuck the comments. Kind of, I can't do all this at once. And again, we're just going to keep going to the comments here and see. We're going to more people in the lobby, and we're going to bring up. Is it Kieran?
Yeah, Kieran.
What's up, man? Oh, shit, listen to where the hell are you at with that accent?
Wales, bro, in the UK.
What the hell time is it there?
It's only 1:30, but it's a Friday night, so I'm not on work tomorrow, so it's all good.
Damn, good for you, bro. How's it over there in Wales, man?
Shit, bro. Just locked down like fuck. It's proper strict down here now. So
you know what's funny is I have our the company I work for, we have a factory there. So I talk to you guys, I talk to the UK every day, and they tell me the stories, the things you guys are dealing with, man. So stay safe, man. That sucks to hear that you guys, and that like this lockdown's like what, April, right?
Yeah, it's the third one we've had in Wales anyway. The third one. It's nuts, isn't it?
Damn. So wait, so what made you a Jets fan over there?
Well, I started watching NFL about 2015. I was just a general fan, just learning sport, the rules, like how it played. I started playing the game, learning everything out. And it sounds simple, but green's my favorite color. So the Jets, easy target. And then just went from there. I learned the team, learned the players, and just snowballed from there. Like, bit of a bad decision looking back, but yeah, I'm enjoying it.
You probably regret it. Like, why couldn't I like yellow and watch the Packers?
There's 2 years with Gase. Jesus Christ. I'm like, but it's looking like it's getting better now, man. So we move.
So now, are you excited with the way the team is? Where they're headed now, man?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like Saleh's like different level. Like just listen to interviews. I'm like, wow, he knows he's on about. Like, and like just to feel like just something different. Like you said about Dan Campbell. Like he just looks like a bit of a clown, just talking I'm just really excited to see what happens. Like even like with this quarterback situation, like I'm trying not to get excited about Watson, but you see all these things on Twitter, like he's buying a car, jet green. You're like, no, it's not happening because like a quarterback that young, that good, it's never available. So is it actually going to happen?
Well, dude, when was the last time you had players like Chad Ochocinco or Chad Johnson, whatever the fuck his name is now, Richard Sherman, all these players saying, you know what, Deshaun Watson, go to the Jets. When was the last time the Jets were like a destination for anybody, and now people are openly campaigning for us? Dude, that itself, that make this hire itself is already paying dividends. And you know, Saleh is the face of the franchise now, but dude, it's like refreshing. It's like we're being portrayed as like we know what we're doing, we're heading the right direction, we're an organization slowly on the rise instead of going completely backwards like we were last year. Dude, it's so friggin' refreshing, man.
Like I'm not like obviously I'm not like a long-term fan like you. Like you said about the coach that years, like that sounds horrendous.
Terrible, dude.
Like so yeah, I'm still learning, but like I do look back, like I do the research, like I see you guys speaking about certain things. I like to learn about what's going on because obviously I'm catching up. But yeah, it is like you have to learn to the Jets aren't the best team going, but
a lot of painful stuff, right?
yeah, literally. But yeah, like especially with having the Patriots in the same division. But anyway.
So what are you thinking? I mean, Allen Robinson liking all the tweets and posts and stuff is so awesome. I'd love to have him here, but what are you thinking about this Deshaun Watson thing? Do you think there's any legs to it, or are we just all buying into false hope?
I think deep down I know is they're going to sort it out. The Texans can't afford to let him walk. If you get what I mean, they're going to have to offer him a new contract. They're going to have to sweet talk him, give him what he wants. Like because if you've let DeAndre Hopkins leave and Watson, you like idiots. Like there's no comeback, man.
If he wants out, man. I mean, they interviewed Josh McCown today for the head coach position. Like, what are you doing? Like they just seem like at some point Deshaun Watson's gonna be at the point of no return. Like, listen, like you could say you're sorry now and do whatever you want. The damage is done. Like, I want out of here. They have no cap space. They don't have a first round pick. Like at some point, like, you know what? I want to salvage my career the same way Jamal Adams did in New York, for being honest. The same situation. Like, you know what? I want out.
I mean, could you see Watson sit out year? Like just taking a year off?
He'll do that. I don't think he'll sit out of here, but I think he'll play some hardball sooner or later. If he really wants out, he can make everybody's life miserable. Say, you know what? I want to be traded. Here's the 4 teams I will go to. Make it happen, or I'll make your life miserable. It happens. It happens in every sport. Yeah. James Harden did it. Jamal Adams did it. Like these players are all doing it. What Jalen Ramsey did it. You know, it's the guy from the Jaguars did it. Ngakoue, whatever the hell his name is, he did it.
And then the quarterback, they're like lesser positions. So if they can pull strings, then
dude, I'm willing to sell my soul for Deshaun Watson. I don't give a rat's ass.
I like Sam Darnold. He's my second choice if like we don't get Watson. But yeah, if Watson's available, you gotta take him. It's no brainer.
Yeah, dude, I'm in. Well, Kieran, thanks for calling. Thanks for joining us, man. Stay safe out there, man. Seriously.
Cheers. Nice to see you.
Have a good night. Let's see what we got here. This is thank you, Ed. Thank you for joining us, man. Yeah, get well prime time. He doesn't have COVID. He has a cold. Like we're in the cold season right now. It's a lot of things. So post a link again. Okay. Sorry about the comments, man. This is very, very difficult to do by myself. So I'm trying the best I can here to do that. Let's see. Try to go through your comments real quick. Yeah, they actually did interview Josh McCown. The Texans are a mess, man. They really are. Like you'd be surprised how much of a mess they are right now. So we will go back to our little lobby here and see if I can get people on. Anthony, what's up, man?
What's up, Tyson? What's going on? What?
Thank you for your donation too, man. Definitely appreciate that. It was very cool of you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. How's everything?
Dude, I'm doing good, man. It's a Friday night, drinking some Trulies. Got a new coach that's inspiring everybody. Life is good.
I've got one thing to say. We wanted to lose out.
Yep.
Winning those games might have been the best thing to happen for us with this coach.
In hindsight, you're probably right.
Because this could be a coach for 10 to 15 years, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
He's young enough. You go 0-16, you have the first pick. You get Trevor Lawrence, you have someone like Bill Cowher come in. How long is he going to coach for?
It could have been Matt Campbell.
Could have been Matt Campbell. But the way it's not players like Richard Sherman and Chad Ochocinco. You got guys like Fred Warner. Guys that are below average, average to below average player. So from top to bottom, that means he connects with every tier. It's not just one level top guys. That's it. No, it's across the board.
No,
it couldn't be any happier.
Dude, it's worked out, and that way it's worked out well. The draft pick wise, still is a kind of a pain in the ass. I mean, if you had the number 1 pick, you can get Trevor Lawrence, not trade all these picks for Deshaun Watson, all that stuff. But listen, this is worked out okay. I mean, it's encouraging. Like I'm happier with him than I am with Arthur Smith. These other guys, I definitely didn't want Doug Peterson.
No,
but the whole coaching search has been weird all across the NFL. It's been weird, dude. So unpredictable. It's weird.
I mean, the Chiefs winning, the enemy still can't get. He can't come
Poor
in.
Guy.
It's But I mean, spots are filling. It doesn't look like he's gonna.
Yeah, but Sirianni had the blue to Eagles. Like that's just like, what are you doing? Like that's just some of this shit's weird.
You know what? I don't care about none of them. We got our guy. I'm happy with Saleh. Bring in the coaches. You don't know what you have. I mean, McVay was young.
Yep.
Bro, I mean, he did have Wade Phillips, but we couldn't get any worse.
Well, the thing is, like I keep saying it, is like all the things we complained about, they've addressed most of them. Joe Douglas, Saleh reports of Joe Douglas. Saleh is not calling the plays on defense. He's going to be managing the entire game. We've asked for that. Like all these little things that make you a better organization. At least you have we have leadership, we have roles and responsibilities, we have accountability. So now you know who's fucking up where. So that's listening. This draft class was terrible. Well, Joe Douglas.
They have to sign the checks at the end of the day to Johnson's, but let Joe Douglas make the picks. Let the coaches coach. Just collect your money. Give us a product so we could support it, because this is, and this hire also is going to save us money in free agency. We don't have to overpay. Guys want to play for this guy.
Yep. Yeah,
that's Allen Robinson. We might have to offer him $15 million with a Matt Campbell or someone. If he really wants to play for Saleh, he could $12 million, $13 million, a couple of million here, a couple of million there. You get another nice player. You have, I've said it to you, I've said it in the stream. On offense and defense, how many guys do you think we reasonably can bring back? 8 most?
Yep.
We have 22 whole spots. We have 8 guaranteed. That's 14 holes.
Yep.
The money goes quick, man. But I mean, if we could get Deshaun Watson, I'll
dump it. I'm in.
Dump it. But
no, but it's cool because this coach is the face of the franchise now. He is your number one marketing tool, and all the feedback all across the NFL is positive. We're listening, like now it's a destination. We went from like a hellhole to a destination people want to go to. Quickly. Like now it's like, wait a minute, you know what? The Jets, they're turning it around. I want to be on the way up. I want to join them on the way up. I don't want to be part of the rock bottom piece of shit they were. Like now it's like, hey, listen, this is going to be and the other thing is we have cap space and the players all know that. So you know what? Hey, let the coach in a rise. You know what? I'll give him a chance because why not? It's like.
Absolutely. Listen, man, I said it. I think I messaged you on Twitter. Even if you go sign Deshaun Watson, you could still potentially have between 60 and 70 million in cap space.
Absolutely.
You have a franchise. When's the last time? Drew Brees? Look how that turned out for New Orleans. Sign me up.
Dude, the NFL is a quarterback league, man. And all these quarterbacks are all going to make $30 million a year once 100%. You get past that first contract. Like Mayfield and all these guys are all going to get big contracts.
Sam Darnold's going to make $25 million.
And for what? You don't know what the hell he even is. So people worried about like, you're going to pay Deshaun Watson $35 million next year? Not this year. Yes. This year's only $10 million. But next year, yes. And you know Absolutely. What you do? If you draft well and you have a lot of good young players, you can endure that $35 million cap hit at a quarterback position. Well, you can make a lot of your guys better, but you it's like all these rookie contracts, you maximize them.
This is a huge draft class.
Oh, it is.
This is humongous for us.
And no combine.
No combine, but I'll put it. Listen, they were hurt. Part of it's on this coaching staff that left.
Yep.
You have young diamonds. You're putting them in. If they even have a nick, you're 0-9. Why are you playing guys? Yeah, yep. I mean, you ran Bell out of here. You ran Adams, even though. You know what, me guys, yep. We can't have me guys no more. We need team guys. And I think that's what this coach will bring to us. But it's still to be seen. Even Nash and Davis, Bryce Hall, we'll see what happens. But it could be a hit. Who knows? But we hired him for a reason. He's here 6 years, 5 now, whatever it's left. Yep. Let him do his job.
Well, they were talking about that. I listened to I forgot, it was like 3 scouts talking. They said this draft class, because everybody's giving Joe Douglas all this credit. And I'm like, you know how I am, dude. I'm like, listen, I'm not giving. I mean, the draft class is relative unknowns. Becton was good. Mims showed some things. But other than that, I mean, the Morgan pick was a complete waste of time. So it's like, okay. So, but then he's like, well, listen, you had no preseason. You really didn't have a real training camp.
Or
now they get their first, or a coaching staff. So now this is their first true NFL offseason. This draft class, this is their first year as a pro. You have the entire offseason to work out, figure it out, learn all your lessons learned, and come back a lot better next year under a better coaching staff. So you can see a lot more of the rookie class just based on that. Yeah. So that's kind of the hope because, I mean, what else?
I mean, you and Mini Primetime could have coached better than, but the truth is, you don't know what we have. You can't say it's going to be a bad draft. You can't say it's going to be a good draft.
There's potential.
What we had this year, nobody was going to succeed. I mean, the guy it was a joke from the beginning. I mean, look at the press conference. I mean, terrible. I don't think Adam Gase looked into the monitor for 2 minutes. He was staring into space,
and he couldn't answer a question intelligently.
Nothing. I was watching it, and I have a bunch from New York, from the Bronx, mostly Giant fans. I got my balls broke before the guy even coached the game. They're like, "What is your coach looking at? He's high." Like, I can't win. But no, listen, you got to start somewhere.
And the cool thing about
down anymore.
The thing I think that you're going to see a lot more from this coach, and remains to be seen, obviously, but I think he'll be able, in a press conference after the game, if his offense only puts up 7 points, he's going to be able to see. He's not going to be like, oh, I got to watch the tape. He's going to say, listen, we didn't do this, because he's going to have a pulse for the game. Yeah, exactly. He's going to watch the field and say, listen, I know what we're doing wrong here because I've seen it. Like, this didn't work out. Like, Gase made everybody a scapegoat and couldn't explain the bullshit he was doing.
Because he doesn't take accountability.
This guy will hold himself accountable and his players accountable, and he'll hold his staff accountable.
But as fans, I'd appreciate if the guy says, this is what we did wrong, we need to work on it. Because at least I know you understand what's going on.
Yep.
I mean, Jesus Christ, I could watch film from my house.
Yep.
That doesn't answer a question.
And don't bullshit. And like the thing is, I think he realizes the New York market, we're like, don't bullshit us, dude. That's like it. if you throw a bad challenge flag that we all know is a fucking bad challenge, don't say, well, you know what? No. Just be honest about it.
It was a mistake. I shouldn't have did it.
Keep it real, dude.
That's
going. That's it. And we'll listen. And as a first-time head coach, I'm with you. Listen, man, you're learning on the fly. You made the mistake. You admitted to it. Don't make the same mistake twice. But listen,
there's gonna be bumps in the road.
It's gonna happen.
To think this is going to be a straight rise,
yep,
it's not going to be. But as long as there's some kind of incline, because I'm tired of the decline.
Yep.
It's just Jesus. You look at
but
all these
it's
teams,
like
Buffalo.
Yep.
All these teams have just it comes out of nowhere, and we're just even the Browns.
Yep. Yeah, but it's like now it's like you feel like you have a confidence that these guys are pretty intelligent. They know what they're doing. They have a plan. They have a vision. They have a plan. Now they got to obviously do it, but they can explain their rhyme or reason what the hell they're doing. Not some bullshit like feeding us Frank Gore 20 times a game, 50 times a game. But like things like that we've seen over the years, and the coach came to explain it. No, like this guy's he's gonna face the music, man. He seemed like he's pretty forthcoming with stuff.
I think I seen something. It was a statistic on first down runs in the league.
Oh.
It was the second team. It was like a 20% difference.
It was awful, dude.
I mean, I just listen. You know what it is? I need stability.
Yep.
Stability. We have. It's a cabinet. It's just constant revolving door.
Yep. And
you don't get this. You know what? Not every year is going to be a great year. It's sports. You have a stability. You have a head coach for more than 3 years.
Yep.
A GM for more. They work together. You figure out. There's going to be problems in everything.
Yep.
In this, it's like, oh, it's a problem. New guy, and now he has problems. New guy.
Because it's like you have look at the Steelers, like Mike Tomlin. You look at the Ravens with John Harbaugh. Yep. It's continuity. It's stability. Some names change, but they have a program that everybody bought into, and when you walk in the building, you know what the program is. This is our way. This is the way we play football. You know it. You have a mindset on both sides of the football. Physical, fast, disciplined on defense. Offense is going to be West Coast. This, what you have, and it's like this is what we're going to be doing. We have this is New York Jets football. We haven't known what we've been for 5 years now, 6 years.
Longer than that. I mean, Rex was the last time we had a ground and pound and defensive team.
Yep.
But even in New Orleans, they didn't have all good years. There was they got bumped early in the playoffs when they were good. They had a bad season in between that.
Yep.
But the consistency was a quarterback, a head coach.
Yep.
And the players believe that they can make it because they've done it, and you continue.
Absolutely.
But
you're absolutely right.
I know you got other people. I appreciate it.
Dude, thank you again for donating, man. Definitely appreciate that.
Anytime.
Nice talking to you, man.
You too. Nice meeting you. Hey, primetime, get a bigger stove, bro.
Everybody loves primetime. And I don't know where the hell primetime is with his cooking videos either, man. The bastard. He's supposed to be posting them for us. Everybody can see him. So we're going to go to Rodrigo. Rodrigo, what's up, man?
Hi, man. How are you?
Where are you at?
I'm living in São Paulo, Brazil.
No shit. What made you a Jets fan in Brazil?
I really don't know. In 2009, I was in New York vacation, and I went to the game. Giants against I forgot Panthers. Right. I never heard about the game. We are a soccer country. Huh?
Yep.
So when I was a child, there is a TV show very famous here, Wonder Years.
Yep.
So the Kevin Arnold guy was a Jets fan, so I became.
That's right.
Sorry about my English. I
you're doing
never
great,
speak
man.
English.
You're doing awesome.
Oh, thank you.
So then, since Kevin and the Wonder Years made you a Jets fan, do you hate the Wonder Years now because they made you a Jets fan?
No, the first 2 years was very good, man. The Rex Ryan years, but I never heard the show again.
Yep. So
it's normal. I have a question for you. What's the difference? What is we call here in Brazil? We care a lot about how the fans support.
Mm-hmm.
What is a Jets fan? Characteristic, how support the team.
A characteristic of a Jets fan, you have to be a diehard fan because they haven't won shit in years. So you're diehard, you're passionate, you're loyal, you're frustrated. You could bring up every bad moment of the organization within seconds because you lived through so many of them. And we're all eternally hopeful that sooner or later we turn this around because we desperately want a Super Bowl victory.
There's a lot of difference. But, here in Brazil, there is a lot of Pets fans. That's the problem.
Yep.
But
that's everywhere because they win.
Yes.
We call them bandwagon fans here. See, like what happens is people like the casual football fan, they won't follow the Jets because the Jets have sucked and they're always been bad. So like, we're not going to watch them. We're going to go. The Patriots are always in the Super Bowl, always in the playoffs. Teams like that, the Patriots, the Saints, like teams that are always, like now everybody's a Chiefs fan. You see all these new Chiefs fans popping up because they're always going with Mahomes. They go with the hot quarterback, the hot name. The casual fans. Once the other fans, like the longtime fans like us, we just endure it, man. We just stay there and just hope and pray it gets turned around sooner.
But I prefer this way. My soccer team in Brazil was it was big, good, but not so good like other teams. 10 years from now, win everything. We won the World Club Championship 2012 against Chelsea in Japan. So now the supporters are not so good like used to be. It's normal. Yeah, unfortunately, it's normal.
Jets fans, man, it's a loyal group. It's not a very big fan base as compared to other fan bases, but it's loyal, it's passionate. They travel well. Like in normal situations, like I go to a lot of road games. Jet fans travel well. Like I've been to Dallas, Green Bay. There's fans everywhere, man.
I was in 4 Jets game before 2009. Sorry, my English is not so good. After 2009, I was in the USA 2 times. I saw Jets against Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Lost. I saw four games. All lost.
See, they're breaking you in, man. They're breaking in because then when we start winning, look how much more fun it's going to be.
But now it's hard to travel to USA.
Yeah, no, it's not easy being a Jets fan, man. Hopefully the new coach get us in the right direction. We can start winning some football games again. It's been a while.
I have a problem about the ownership. I hate the Johnson's brothers.
Yep, you're not alone.
Don't know nothing about football. My dog knows about American football here in Brazil more than the Johnsons.
Yeah, you can't argue with that, man. They're even like I keep hounding like Chris Johnson. I couldn't stand Chris Johnson. Woody Johnson, they don't know any better, man. They're wealthy businessmen that are involved in the football world, and they're in over their heads. That's just what it is, man. It's, they chase ticket sales, they chase marketing, they chase positive headlines, and they don't realize that winning gives you all of that, and they go about all the wrong way. But hopefully that's changed now.
But I hated the stadium. There is no life in the stadium. I know I'm from Brazil. There is I was in Argentina. Argentina, if you go on a soccer game in Argentina, and you go to a MetLife, it's terrible. The stadium is terrible.
I mean, that is true. I hate MetLife Stadium. It's a glorified toaster. But if the Jets are winning and they're a very good team, that place get rocking. Fire them, will get the place going crazy. I mean, Jet fans can be loud and vocal. The only problem is now is the tickets are very expensive and the team has been terrible. So do you want to spend, say, $200 American to go there and watch a shitty football team when you could sit at home for $30, like a beer and food, and not travel, hit traffic? Like, it's just, the game experience isn't worth it when you're losing and playing bad football. It's just not.
Yes. It's normal. You go when the team is good. When the team is good.
Especially when it's expensive, man. It's not cheap to go there, man. It's a couple $100 a ticket, parking, beer, food. And it's a full day being there too, so it's a big investment.
Yes. Well, for me, it was very expensive for me.
And they lost all 4 games.
All the 4. One against the Patriots, the Seferian Jenkins.
Oh, that one.
That was. The referees were terrible.
That's another.
Next week, I was in Miami, and lost again. And 3 games, and the Chargers. I think Chargers were the QB was McElroy.
Oh, Greg McElroy.
Yeah, well,
those days.
But fumble year.
Dreadful. Oh, dreadful. So bad. Such bad football, man. And you endured that. See, now it's only up from here, man.
I pay game. Here we have ESPN, who every Sunday there's games, but Jets no. I have to pay the Game Pass.
Yeah, that's the way it is. Rodrigo, thanks for joining me, man. Appreciate it. Nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Nice talk to you, man.
Yep. That's pretty cool. So we have the UK on, we got Brazil on, all kinds of chaos here. This is pretty cool. Again, I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. I really have no idea what I'm doing with this whole shit. So hopefully it's coming out all right. I can't really watch the comments too much because there's just too much going on. Primetime owes me at least a case of Trulies for this shit because I am Primetime does not have COVID. You guys keep asking. He does not have COVID. He's just got a cold and he's got like no voice. So I didn't want to put him through this torture. So we're gonna bring on Ryan Gallagher. What's up, man?
What's up, Tyson? How you doing, man?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm happy for once as a Jet fan.
Weird,
I'm
right?
a young fan. I'm 22, but I would say I remember the championship games, but obviously I was a kid at the time. So I've been a diehard since 2012, and we've had clearly no direction on this team. The last, when we hired Gase, everybody hated it. Nobody was in support, and I feel like we got the best head coaching candidate out of the 7 teams so far, depending on what Houston do, but they're not getting anybody good. So I'm super pumped up. I think the Jets have 2 out of the 3, like what you want. I think we have a GM that's competent. To be determined, but I'm much more confident in Douglas than I've been in any GM. Idzik, McCagnon, they all sucked. Robert Saleh is the best head coach of my time. We'll see. Rex, he has a ways to go, but just for my fandom, 2012 fandom, I have big expectations, and we need a quarterback. I know Primetime loves Sam Darnold, and I admire Sam Darnold. He's high character. He's never thrown anyone under the bus, but he's not the guy. We've had 3 years of him. This past year, he threw 9 touchdowns total. I think what never gets talked about, too, is I know he got hurt. He gets hurt every single year. He's missed multiple games every single year, and people want to – I know I defended him, too, for 2 years. We all hoped and hoped and hoped that he would take the leap that Allen did. He didn't, and it's part of it Gase's fault, probably most of it. But, he's finished 3 years in the league. Like you said, too, man. He was terrible this past year. I know people are mentioning he's cheap for one more year, but let's reset it. We have the 2nd overall pick. Why waste another year? Even if Darnold will be better this year if they keep him, right? We know that. Like he'll be better on the floor. It's not possible to be worse. But is he ever going to be elite or above average? I don't think so. I think at best he's Jimmy G or Jared Goff, and we don't want that. Restart, get everything in place, and do the next guy better. Whether it's Zach Wilson, Deshaun Watson, or Justin Fields.
Dude, I could not agree more. Like, listen, Gase gets blamed for a lot of things. Sam Darnold, as a player himself, has regressed. He hasn't taken that big step, and for a variety of reasons. Whether we could blame so many different things, I don't even give a shit. Me, the damage is done, dude. It's done. I'm campaigning for Deshaun Watson. I will sell my soul for him. And if they say, you know what, we can't get him for whatever reason, I'm not picking up Sam Darnold's option, dude. I'm not paying him $25 million a year from now. I don't want to. I just don't see the benefit of that. So if you want to bring him back on a prove it deal, fine. But dude, do you want to do that? Or if you have a quarterback friendly offense, draft a guy. You mean tell me Justin Fields can't be good in an offense that Mike LaFleur says, you know what, it's gonna be simple, quick reads, and everybody's gonna be schemed open, or Zach Wilson or whatever? I'm done with Sam Darnold, dude. I'm just done. I just don't want to double down on it. I think we've seen enough. I think we've seen all the concerns, and it's just I don't know. I'm done. Me and Primetime cannot. We just disagree completely. We just completely disagree on this.
I get why he wants to root for him because he is such a great guy. He's had
a great kid, dude.
To throw anyone under the bus. He's the leader and character you want, but he just can't. He's not good. That's what's sad. Do we want him? I want him to be good. Of course I do. But the formula to win, right? Because Mahomes got extended, but he's not. The Chiefs aren't paying him yet. They won under the rookie deal. Josh Allen, see what the Bills are building. That's the recipe. You can't unless you have a top 5 quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. And you can draft well. For most of these teams, all up and coming, you need the quarterback under the rookie contract, and then you build from there. And then you hope, as the years go on under the rookie, and he gets better and better, then you that's your championship window.
Yeah, and I think it's the other thing too is you have a brand new coaching staff here. Do you want to have a guy that you're not really sure of that if he doesn't pan out, you're going to start over again next year, or say, okay, we're going to start with our guy this year and let's all grow together, whoever that guy is, Wilson, Fields, whoever it is. But right, this is you're starting now. This is you want to start all together at the same time. And I don't think you double down on Darnold. I just don't think you do. The other thing that people don't really talk about is say you keep him, the amount of pressure on him, because we're gonna have no patience at all, dude. None. He comes out week 1, throws a bad pick 6, some shit. Dude, what are we doing? Get him out of here. The damage is already done. The media, the fans, everybody, it's already down. There's no wiggle room. That's why a change of scenery is better for him. Let him go somewhere else where they can embrace him. You know, the Saints would be perfect now. Drew Brees, send him to the Saints, dude. He would let Sean Payton work with him, figure it out there, and just rebuild, regrow, and or whatever. Go to the 49ers for all I care.
Yeah, at this point, we don't care where he ends up because we're not giving him the 5th-year option like we both said.
Yep.
Both parties just need a break. You know, it didn't work out here. It's unfortunate for, you know, a bunch of reasons. And people don't mention Joe Douglas did not draft this guy. I know Joe Douglas liked him when he first came here, but things change in 2 years. Like he'll be let off the hook. And people don't talk about, say the Jets win 5 or 6 games this year if they run it back with Darnold, right? We have the 2nd overall pick this year. Why would you trade up next year? I know we have another first-round pick next year. Why would we waste capital on someone? Darnold would have to take a leap no one has ever done in NFL history after 3 seasons. It just makes no sense. And I do believe I know Saleh. You heard him, you know, press conference. He's been on a bunch of radio shows. All his answers about Darnold are the same. It's all rehearsed. And yeah, he's not coming back. Like there's an 80% chance he's not coming. And it is funny because like there's a lot more Jet fans that I see that kind of want him back, which I'm stunned about. But
well, because you know what is they all wanted Trevor Lawrence. That's not going to work.
Yeah.
And there's so much uncertainty around Fields and Wilson. There's no slam dunk number 2 quarterback in this draft. There's not. Everybody's so torn about it. So now it's like, all right, that uncertainty saying, you know what, fuck it, we'll just go with Sam and see what happens. I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to do that. And you made a great point, which people don't really talk about enough. Is say you keep Sam this year. That's like, you know what? We'll just get our quarterback next year. Okay, so if you keep Sam and win 5 or 6 games, have another one of these years, you're not a top 3, top 4, top 5 pick. Now you're going to give up all the resources that you supposedly value, the ones you don't want to give up this year, you're going to give up next year to go get some other quarterback. You got to pick your poison. You're going to pay that price sooner or later. So why wait a year? Do it this year. Like you're in the right spot, number 2 pick. You have your guy there, do it, or like this is the time to do it, man. Like why delay the inevitable? That's
and
just
the Jets are in a unique opportunity. I know we haven't talked about it. I know you have Deshaun Watson. I'm not sure Douglas wants to give up the picks, but my rebuttal to that is obviously we never seen 25-year-old quarterback like this ever available. Like people mentioned Cutler and Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins was 30. And he's not good. Nope. Not very good anyway. Deshaun Watson's a top 5 quarterback. And the Jets are in a unique position where Jamal Adams actually blessed us to be in this.
Yep. No, you're right.
About that, yes, we're going to have to give him up, but we have additional picks. And then
he's heading into his prime, dude.
If Darnold's not a part of that package, then you can trade him for a second. Then we can have 2 seconds. Like I know it wouldn't be ideal. We wouldn't have the 4 first-round picks. We'd have a 25-year-old franchise quarterback, something we'd never had. You'd have like 10 years of this, you know, excellent quarterback play.
That quarterback does so much for you. That quarterback can get you probably Allen Robinson because you get that quarterback here. You can get free agents. You can do all kinds of stuff. He makes players around him better. It speeds up everything. Like there's so many positives around it. And it's like, listen, I understand the compensation is rough, but dude, this never ever happens. Like this guy's, it's falling to us at an opportunity that you can't pass up. You know what I mean? It's like, to me, it's like a draft pick is like a lottery ticket. You have no idea what that is. To me, Sam Darnold's a lottery ticket. We don't know what the hell he is either. I want the slam dunk. I want the best option for the team is Deshaun Watson. Like, why settle? Get the best option available.
And
the most important position.
Have this guy going to Miami. I'm sorry, Josh Allen already did. I did not expect this. Like he's elite this year. Like top, he was probably the 2nd best quarterback outside of Aaron Rodgers. If you're putting him and Deshaun Watson in this division, we could be the best well-coached team, and we would still have nightmares every year. We'd lose 4 games probably every year just starting off. So
you got to keep up with the rest of the AFC, man. And this AFC, you got Mahomes, you got Jackson, you have Mayfield's taking a big step.
Josh Allen have all the best young quarterbacks. The NFC only has Kyler Murray, who's young, and you know it's crazy. It's funny how like the times have turned, but I'm excited. I will say before I go, I know you have a bunch of callers. Just aside from the quarterback play, I think, and if I had to put money on it, I think the Jets signed Joe Thuney in free agency. I think they had him last year before the Patriots franchise tagged him. I know him and his wife were liking a lot of tweets on Twitter, which doesn't necessarily mean anything, but it was like a day or 2 before free agency, and then they slapped him with the tag last second. I think that'll be Douglas's like first kind of big move this offseason. I think they'll want to, regardless of the quarterback situation. I don't think we're gonna get Watson. I think he'll end up in the NFC. Hopefully, I'm hoping not the Dolphins.
Hopefully not the Patriots, dude.
Yeah, I just don't want him. If he is traded, please do not put him in the AFC East. That's all I'm going to say. Unless it's us. That's
dude, I agree.
Yeah, I think Thuney's going to be the big addition. I think with Benton as the new offensive line coach and whatever quarterback, whatever we decide to do, I think we're running the Shanahan system, so they're gonna have a plan and the guard play, like the offensive line improved last year, so I think they'll want to keep bettering it, and we know what Joe Douglas wants, and that's his philosophy. And I think that'll be an excellent addition for whatever quarterback's coming here next year.
No, I agree. Ryan, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Tyson. Have a good night, man.
You too, man. All right. So we're cruising right along here. Primetime does not have COVID, all you crazy bastards. He does not. He's just not feeling well. Hopefully we'll get him on for the UFC fight tomorrow night, Conor McGregor, the Bills game on Sunday. Quick recap, doing a fundraiser for the Marty Lyons Foundation. The Marty Lyons Foundation is for kids between the ages of 3 and 17 that have been diagnosed with a terminal illness or a life-threatening illness, and also the Community Food Bank of New Jersey, which is it's giving meals to the less fortunate. And right now in New Jersey, the unemployment rate is crazy. So it's $10 for a box. As of like an hour and a half ago, I think 40 boxes left. Send us an email or direct message. Take PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, $10 a box. And then you pick out of the grid the prizes. Pretty cool prizes. Ryan Barger donated an autographed Joe Klecko mini helmet. It's an old school helmet, white signature, a picture, a signed picture, which is really cool. We got a Quinnen Williams Facebook page. That's the other thing. A Quinnen Williams signed football and a picture signed by Marty Lyons. So it's 4 different prizes that we'll be giving out for this. And we definitely appreciate the support. It's been overwhelming. We just appreciate it. You're trying to get back a little bit. Dylan, I posted on your Facebook. Okay, that's prime time because I hate Facebook. But thank you, Dylan. Appreciate that. Try to go through these comments real quick. You guys it's so hard to do all this shit. Prime time's killing me right now. He definitely owes me a case of Trulies for this shit for sure. We're going to go to Nick. Nick, what's up, man?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Doing great. How you doing?
Good to meet you, man.
You too. What are you up to?
Oh, man. He a cheesesteak, actually, man. No Swiss.
No, smart man, dude. Smart. Do you have ketchup on it?
No ketchup.
What do you have on it? Is what, onions?
Onions, peppers. Yeah. All good.
There you go.
Yeah,
so
man.
what do you think about this team, man? They look like they're making some moves here.
Dude, I'm super pumped up. I like the coach. I think he's bringing good energy to the team. I'm pretty excited about him. I don't know too much about the quarterbacks coach, though. I was kind of hoping you'd fill me in a little bit about him, if he's a good fit or not.
Greg Knapp, a veteran guy. He knows his stuff. He's been there, done that. He's did a lot of really good things, man. Been around a lot of good quarterbacks too. I think he is going to fill the void of having the veteran coach on the staff that's kind of going to help LaFleur and Saleh in terms of game management, time management, rules. But you need that guy to kind of bounce things off of. I think he's going to serve that role in a lot of aspects because it's a young staff, man.
Yeah.
So he's going to be like, you know what, even setting up the training camp schedule, all these things, he could probably be like that little, the kind of like the glue for a lot of this. And he's a good guy, man. They all know the offense. They all work together. There's a lot of symmetry. So it makes sense, man.
Cool. I'm pumped up about it. I mean, I have no problem with being young staff and everything. I'm just kind of hoping, everybody else has the same energy, same goals and everything as the head coach does.
Dude, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of energy, a lot of passion, a lot of young guys that are gonna be hungry to prove themselves. And that's the only risky thing is when you have a lot of inexperienced position coaches. How does it all play out? Are there any weaknesses? But you got to have faith in Saleh that knows what he's doing. They keep an eye on that.
Yeah, of course. It can't get any worse, man. This is the worst season I've ever seen in my life.
And I think the guy's is Rob Calabrese is the quarterback coach. What is Greg Knapp the passing coordinator? What the hell is he? I gotta look it up.
I don't know.
Yeah, remember I know Calabrese. Boomer Esiason loves him, man. Let's see. Let me look this real quick here. Because I know Greg Knapp, they like him, but maybe Calabrese is the quarterback coach. Hang on one second here.
Yeah, I keep hearing things, but you don't know who to believe, because somebody comes out and everyone's like, yeah, well, about them, and then you never know.
Defense, offense. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Calabrese is the quarterback coach. He actually played quarterback. Whereas Greg Knapp is the passing game specialist. So I was my bad. I'm wrong with that. Calabrese is a young guy, and Saleh actually talked about him today. Long Island guy that was highly, highly regarded. That once he got hired as a head coach, he received several phone calls saying, listen, this is the guy. He's great with quarterbacks, a young coach on the rise. So, yeah, I was wrong on that. But at least we have a quarterback coach, man. Gase didn't even have one of those.
Yeah, I'm pumped up about it, man. Let's go. I'm just ready to get rid of this shit,
Dude. So what do you think about the direction where the quarterback's going to go, man? He's been very non-committal, which is smart. He says all the right things, but he says, I'm not committing to nobody. I want to watch, evaluate him first. Do you think they know what they're going to do already, or?
No, I don't. I think it's gonna be a I don't know. I feel like it's really gonna come down to a little bit later on. They're gonna wait out a little bit and see what their options are. But I'm really pulling for Watson. I'd love that.
Oh, could you imagine, dude? Like
I
people
would
like
shit my pants.
now would you like I'm not worried about the compensation at all. Like I'll give up 3 picks. I'll give up 4 first-round picks. I can give a shit, dude.
Right.
Because you can handle it. You have 2 picks this year, 2 picks next year. You give up one of those, another one the year after that. Who cares?
Yeah, I got no problem with that at all.
25 years old going into his prime. Like it's
Yeah, I know. I keep hearing both things. Everyone's like, "Oh, don't do it." People are going, we should get him. I don't know. I'd love to have him. I would give up everything for that guy.
Yeah, no, me too, dude. I'm excited. It's just nice to have this all this positive momentum around the organization for once. Like everybody, like when you see guys actually saying go play for the Jets, like Sherman and Chad Johnson, you're like, dude, like only 3 weeks ago we were a dumpster fire. Everybody hated us. We were like the laughing stock of the NFL.
Seriously, no, it feels right. Especially when he got hired, I was super pumped up. When Gase got hired, I just sat there. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" This just felt like the right move.
Dude, yeah, I mean, it was miserable. Like we knew it. Like when we were doing shows back then, they hired me. I was out of my mind, just cursing and break. I was just like, this is ridiculous. This is going to send us back 3 years, and here we are. Like it's exactly what happened. So now you got to rebuild.
Then I heard when Peterson was getting let go, and I was like, here we go. It's a Jets move right there.
Right. But they actually did everything they're supposed to do for the first time in probably a decade, where it's like, the general manager the coach reports to the general manager. The coach is going to manage the entire team, not call plays. Like, dude, they're figuring out all their mistakes finally. Like, it's like lessons learned finally, which just took too long, but at least they're there, man.
Yeah, thank God. I can't go through any more of this shit.
Dude,
none of us can.
It's been a long year, rough ride. So,
oh my
Nick,
God,
thanks for joining us, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks again, bro. Take care.
Have a good night. All right, we got some more people here in the lobby. Hang on one second. Go see what got these guys in the comments, man. They're just. Let's see. Yeah, Calabrese was highly regarded. Boomer Esiason loved him. They talked a lot about how he's just a coach on a rise, very like a attention to detail kind of guy. What's up, Corey? How you doing, man? Let's see. I added the link back into the chat. So if you see it and you want to join me, that's cool. If you don't, yeah, what's up, Deshaun the Koala? And if you guys didn't catch it earlier on, the great person from Australia actually offered to send me koala stuff, which is really cool, and kangaroo stuff. But I didn't let him do that because I felt bad that the shipping charges probably be astronomical. So we didn't do that. So we got the koala stuff done. Primetime looks dead. He's not dead. He's probably hating me though, because all this Sam slander is probably driving him insane. Have to get Watson. I would agree with that. Let's see. We got here. What else we got? Quarantine time. The stream has a lot of good beards. Yeah, they both had a couple good beards on there. Just direct messages, man. It'll be my Venmo, my own personal Venmo. And like I said, the way it works is once you donate, I'll send you the grid. There's a grid. I have it all marked out, and you pick numbers. $10 a box. So either direct message us, send us an email, and I'll send you all the stuff. The PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. Definitely appreciate it. I got a bunch of messages here. So there was less than 40 boxes left when I started this. So hopefully we can get them done. And once it's done, we'll pick numbers live. Everything we done live. Everything's fully transparent. I won't. We don't. We don't do shit like that. The Marty Alliance Foundation is actually involved. They're actually really excited that we're doing this. So I can get that all to you, man. No problem at all. Actually, so see, we do it on the bottom. Let's see. We're gonna go to Vincent. Vincent, what's up, man?
Oh, hey, what's up?
Look at that guitar back there. What do you play?
I got that's just 2 of them. I was just tuning them. I play basically punk and psychedelia.
Nice. What's your favorite punk band?
I gotta go with the locals. I'm gonna the Ramones.
Nice. Where are you from?
I'm from Peekskill, the original home of the New York Jets.
That's true. That's true. It's definitely. I wish we were back.
There was a teacher in my high school who got me hooked on the Jets in the first place. He apologized.
Yeah, everybody has the same story, man. It's like, how'd you get into it?
So the story was a couple of years back. I was just fumbling around bored, and I found a blog post that he wrote about growing up in Peekskill around the time that Jets practiced. And so he would, in his house was right on the path that the players would take from the locker rooms to the training field. And not only that, his dad was a security guard in the military academy where they stayed, so he would actually get inside. In fact, he used to change the weights for Matt Snell.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, no. And he actually over the course of the summer that he spent there, he spent with them, he collected the entire Super Bowl III team's autographs.
Nice. That's worth some money.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he's never had it appreciated though.
That's
I asked him about.
That's unfortunately being a Jet fan. That's what usually happens.
Yeah, but no.
So what do you think, man? Are you excited? We're getting past the stench of Gase and we're moving forward?
I'm excited. For as bad as it was, I don't think I would take, if that was necessary to get to where we are now with, the organization finally clearing out the ineptitude, having the proper structure set in place, getting this GM, getting this head coach, then it was, all worth it. Because you know what? We could be here with the first overall pick and Lawrence and still have all that ineptitude, and we would lull Jets and screw it up.
Yep.
But, I'm just such static, I'm confident, I tweeted 5 seconds in and his eyes are normal. He's already out doing Gase.
He wasn't a serial killer looking like it was like, wow, he's actually well spoken, knows what he's doing. The only incompetent one was freaking Chris Johnson.
He's a good person. He's just not a football guy.
Yeah, no, it's cool. So, is there anything that you're concerned about in terms of the coaching staff that they hired? Are they young and inexperienced? Or you have faith in Saleh to have everything in order?
Well, I have faith. I like his staff. Of course, I absolutely love Mike LaFleur bringing in that Shanahan offense. Very quarterback friendly. It's the perfect offense for, especially if you're going to draft a quarterback or, maybe if you're going to roll with, or maybe you want to roll with Deshaun Watson, or in the very unlikely case, roll with Samuel. It's a very quarterback friendly offense.
Yeah, no, it's exciting, man. It really is. Like, and then you hear him talk about it. Where he's like, listen, he's like, I coach against this offense. It's very difficult to deal with. It's like it's quick reads it's easy reads for the quarterback. It's it's quick reads. They get all the guys in space. They get the receivers in space, which is exactly what you want, man. You know what I mean? It's like it's simplifying it for everybody to maximize their potential, which seems like every offense should be like that, especially after the shit we were watching with Gase, where it was like.
I described his offensive concept as trying to shove a square peg down a round hole.
Yep. No, it was terrible, dude. It made no sense. There was no rhyme or reason. The play calling had no. It was like his scripted plays weren't bad, but after that, it went to shit. And the other thing I like that Saleh says, it's all about flexibility and adjustability. He always wants to adjust and be flexible and adapt to adversity, which is, like, especially during the game, like you could have the best game plan in the world going into the game, but once something happens, how do you adjust to it? How do you fix to it? And he talked about it. He's like, listen, we lost all these players throughout the game. Like the 49ers were decimated with injuries.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the Jets 49ers game.
I remember watching that 49ers game. It just seemed like every other play, someone was getting carted off the field.
And they still blew the Jets out. They lost Bosa, they lost Garoppolo, they lost the prominent players, and they still torched us. So that was encouraging to see they did that. You know what I mean? Like where they adjusted on the fly. That's what he believes in, man. It's cool. It's refreshing, man. It really is.
You can't be rigid. You have to be flexible if you want to have success.
Yeah, and the players know that. Like you can't keep forcing players to do shit they don't believe in because they start tuning out. They don't buy in, and then you're gonna get labeled like that. This coach is hard headed. It's his way or the highway. It's not gonna work, and that's what happens. That's why some of these coaches get fired in 2 years.
Yep.
So, Vincent, thank you for joining me, man. I appreciate it.
All right, peace.
Have a good night.
All
right, we'll go back to the comments real quick. If you want to join the stream, Dylan, I just got your Venmo. So I will, once this is over, I will send you the updated grid. So I appreciate that. And everybody else that's asking, like I got like a bunch of messages here that I'm trying to, I just can only do so much, to be honest with you. It's just kind of crazy to do this. We're going to go to Albany, New York. What's up, man? Another beard guy.
Hey, what's going on, bud?
How you doing?
I'm all right, man. I like to hire. I wanted Aaron Glenn as the D coordinator, but Saleh knows what he's doing. He's bringing in the right talent. Mike LaFleur, we'll see what he's got.
Yep.
I want Devontae Smith at 2, but if we can trade the 2 and the 23 and get Deshaun Watson and maybe trade a second or third next year or this year, it's a franchise quarterback. You can't turn that down.
So you go Devontae Smith at 2?
I would.
And then you
I
keep
think
Sam.
that you would have to at that point, yes. But if you could trade down, I just think Miami would take Devontae Smith at 3. So I think at 3 or 4.
Too, I don't know. They don't seem too high on 2
that's
right
true.
now.
That's true. My father has season tickets for the Jets. My brother ended up a Dolphins fan, which is, that's him. But I think the Dolphins, they need a receiver more than we do. So I think Smith or Chase would be gone.
Be Chase. Yep.
But my dream would be Devontae Smith and Travis Etienne at 23rd. Receiver, running back. I want to go offense first round.
You're going to go running back in the first round?
I would, because P. Ryan is not good. I'm not sold on P. Ryan. He showed me nothing. Ty Johnson had that good.
But can you get a running back in the third round though? That's the question.
Yeah, you could, but you can get a Dalvin Cook in the first round.
True. I mean, I just think the Jets have so many. Like I want a receiver bad, dude. Like real bad. So, but I'm not sure if you go receiver at 2, if you go quarterback there, like that's where it just gets weird for me. If you trade back, then you have a lot more options. But I'm hoping that, see, in my perfect world, if you trade Sam Darnold, say for like a second or third round pick, you start getting all these things where you can get all these offensive players in the first 3 rounds. I don't care how you do it, just get them all. Get your running back, your receivers, offensive linemen. Start piecing up all these holes. If you get a tight end, even better. Like a game.
We're not getting a second or third for Sam Darnold.
Come on, man. We're trying here.
Yeah, I hear you, but if I would take Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts and Devontae Smith would be good. We need offense. We have not addressed offense in years in the draft. Mims was good. He was hurt a lot this year.
But what
he
if you
played good? I like Mims.
But what if you get free agency happens before the draft? What if you get Allen Robinson? Do you still
He's not coming here.
Dude, he's been liking tweets and Instagram posts every day for the Jets right now.
He's not coming here.
But just say in theory, you get a Godwin or an Allen Robinson. Do you still go receiver at 2?
If we get Godwin, no. If we get Robinson, which will never happen.
Come on, man. You gotta believe here.
No. Allen Robinson played for Jacksonville and then Chicago. He's not coming to the Jets. He wants to win. And get paid. He will get paid.
On the rise.
No, that's crazy. He'll get paid and win somewhere else. Godwin, he's young enough to want to get paid. Allen Robinson played for Jacksonville and the Bears. He wants to go win.
Okay, so then if we get Godwin, would you take a receiver at 2? No, you have a
no. Then we trade back, yes. But Devontae Smith, a Heisman winning receiver, 230 at halftime, 3 touchdowns in the national championship game.
But what about Chase? What about Chase?
Chase is good, but we haven't had a first round receiver since Santana Moss, and we traded him for Coles after Coles left.
I remember, yep.
And Santana Moss was much better than Coles.
Oh,
look at the numbers. Look at the career. Dude. Look at the career. Look at the numbers.
I mean,
no, that's true.
But Santana was
I've been a Jets fan my whole life, 30 years.
Coles was money, dude. He was a much more physical guy. Santana Moss ran to the sidelines, caught the ball and ran right to the sideline.
Yeah, I know. Sideland Santana, I know. And I also remember Lavernius Coles, the Jets-Chargers game, I was there. My pops used to have season ticket for the PSLs. Lavernius Coles caught a touchdown in the end zone from Brooks Bollinger, where he somehow got both his feet in bounds.
Yep.
Most people don't remember that. Great catch. Coles was great. Santana Moss is better.
Oh, I'm a big Coles fan, dude. I love Santana. He was.
Me too. I love Lavernius Coles, but look at the numbers. He played longer, had better numbers. Okay, he ran to the sideline, but he also played longer and had more numbers. He was better, but
Coles
I understand.
Present, he was physical. He was. I mean,
yeah, he was physical, but Santana Moss was better.
All right, so. Then what do you do about defense? Right now, if you look at defense, the team's a little bit light on a lot of the secondary can be a mess, man. If you lose May, your secondary is completely upside down. The corners are a lot of hopefuls.
Yes.
You got to hope like Bryce Hall. So when do you address the secondary?
I'm the one who always comments, Bless Austin should not wear 31. He's terrible.
Oh, yeah. Poor Aaron, the Aaron Glenn number.
Yeah, he's terrible. And Cromartie.
Another
Cromartie talked all that shit before the playoff game and then backed it up.
Yeah, sure
Cromartie's
did.
a legend. He's a Jets legend, quote unquote, because we don't have many, but for that run, he was a legend in that era. But Glenn Cromartie, bless Austin, he's Antonio Allen without any skills.
I used to love Antonio Allen, but he was always hurt. He just couldn't keep it. He couldn't put it all together. Tall guy.
Yeah, he shut down Gronk though.
Yep, he did.
He could cover. Bless Austin. What is he?
Hurt.
Nobody knows.
He's hurt a lot. He makes a couple big plays. He's good, like a good tackler, but gets burned a lot. And then he became a penalty machine this year too.
I don't want a corner who gets burned a lot fucking tackle because that's a 20, 30-yard gain. That's nothing.
Yeah, so you look at the secondary. If Bless Austin's not a known commodity, Bryce Hall's got a lot to prove. Ashton Davis has got a lot to prove. I mean, Brian
Ashton Davis is garbage.
Come on. Yeah, we don't know. He only played a few games, man.
That's all I need to see. He's garbage.
Come on, man. He's not garbage. We got to give him a chance.
His first kick return, he fumbled.
That's so what? That happens. He's young, the rookies, with no preseason. They didn't have a preseason, dude. Like they didn't have a preseason this year. They went from some bullshit practices to live action.
You want to give him a chance? Do you think he's good?
I want to give him an NFL offseason and then Rob Saleh and his coaching staff coaching him up with a quality defensive staff. That's what I want to give him and see how they do.
You want Ashton Davis as your starting safety?
We have no choice, man. If Marcus May leaves, what are you going to do? You going to sign two of them?
I like Marcus May. I think we should keep Marcus May.
I think
he's solid.
But the question is, how much is he going to want? And how many years in a contract does he want? He's older.
We have cap space. Give him 3 years, $32 million.
3 years, 32. That's a lot.
Not really. We have
you give him $11 million a year?
Yes, for 3 years.
Ooh.
Why not?
Because we got other holes. Is that I don't know.
We got a lot of other holes. We got a lot of cap room too.
Yeah, but you don't want to waste it. You want to maximize it.
That's true, but what do you think at number 2? What do you want? Sewell, the tackle from Oregon?
No. Nope.
You want to trade back?
I'm torn, man. I'm really torn with this. I don't know enough about Zach Wilson. I'm not like an NFL draft guy, so now I'm forced to go watch this shit and go figure it out. I was hoping Justin Fields was going to be the guy, but not really. I just got to start really researching and figuring it out. I don't want to tackle there because you have Fant. They're going to bring back Fant. You got Becton. You have
Fant's
McGovern.
good.
So if you have that already, do you really need one, or do you just trade back? You trade back to 5 or 6 and see what happens. I don't know.
Where would you take Devontae Smith?
Not at 2.
Or do you not like him?
I love him, dude. Listen, he's an explosive guy, but to me, it's I think Chase is a better player.
Chase is good. Either way, at 2, I would be happy with. I would be happy with Smith or Chase because I get what you're saying. We have a lot of holes, but if you trade back, you're not getting either of them.
Yep, it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be a wild off season. Then it just depends what we do in free agency too. If they address wide receiver in free agency, it's your priorities can completely change. Or
do you think Allen Robinson will come here?
Yes.
Why? For the money?
The money, the opportunity. He apparently everybody. Dude, our coach right now is a hot commodity. Players actually want to play for him. That's our selling.
I like
point.
Saleh.
So if we could potentially be a team that offers the most money, and if you like Saleh, why would you not come here? The quarterback position is the unknown. That's why Deshaun Watson comes in. You get Watson, people definitely want to come here.
Yeah, if we get Watson, we definitely get perhaps Godwin and
you can get
Robinson. But if we keep Darnold, Robinson he's been with Jacksonville. He's at he's played in the playoff games. He got to a championship game with Jacksonville, Blake Bortles. That was a 1-year thing.
Yep.
He's played with the Bears with Trubisky. If he looks at Darnold, like most NFL players probably look at Darnold, he might be good, but he might be trash. I can get the same amount of money and maybe a little less from a team that might make the playoffs with a good quarterback.
No, I agree.
Why go to the Jets?
No, I agree. No, that you're completely right, dude. Darnold's not a selling point for a guy. It's like a wide receiver. He's not. He's just not. Deshaun Watson is.
I think Godwin's young enough where for the payday for 3-4 years, he'll still be young enough that after that contract's over, he can go somewhere else and win. And he's winning right now, so he might win a Super Bowl this year.
He's going to probably want a 5-year deal or some shit, man. 4 or 5-year deal. It's his first big time
He's
contract.
worth it.
No, dude, I'm not.
I think he's
agree
better
with
than
you.
Robinson.
Oh, I can't agree with that. Not yet.
Yeah, it's close though. They're both great. They're both better than anything we've had since Brandon Marshall and Eric Decker.
Oh, yeah, that's not saying much though, dude. We've been dealing with some shit the last couple of years. It's been painful. But thanks for joining me, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, no doubt, man. Be good.
You too. Have a good night. All right. So just a quick recap. Primetime has a cold and his voice is all shitty, so that's why he's not here. I'm trying to wing this. So if I'm not answering the comments, I apologize. It's very tough to do all this shit at once. I could not agree with that Santana Moss Coles comparison. I'm a huge Laveranues Coles fan. I thought he was a much better player than Santana Moss. But we could always agree and disagree. So this is the new me. I'm not even combative anymore. Like, I'm friendly now. See? Gonna bring on Darren. What's up, man?
Hey, Tyson. How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Hey, I really enjoy the show. Love the interaction on Twitter. Love it a lot, man.
Oh, dude, appreciate it. Thanks for joining us, man. So what do you think about this team, man? Are we heading in a different direction finally?
It's amazing to actually be a happy Jets fan. It's like an oxymoron. I can't believe it.
It's refreshing.
It's really nice. I can't believe it. Now, here's the thing. If we get Watson, I really believe we eliminate that jet tax.
I agree. Completely agree. Dude, that you changed so much with that, dude. I mean, seriously, think about what you're doing. You can market anything. You can market the offense, the coach. You can market everything. Listen, you're going to play with if you want to give Godwin or Allen Robinson a 5-year contract to play alongside Deshaun Watson, they're going to get paid the money they want and get the stats they want. Which, listen, they want to put up numbers. You're going to get both of that. It's instant,
Absolutely.
man.
I think the best thing that Saleh did in his interview is when he said that he wants the players to get paid. That opened a lot of eyes, I think.
Dude, it's where the NFL is now, man. Like, the NFL is a business.
That's
the owners treat it like that.
They want money.
Yeah, dude, that's what it is. Like, don't we all want money? Like, let's be honest. What are you playing for? You're risking your life. They're risking their health to get paid. That's it.
Exactly.
And what is it? That's what I mean. Listen, look at
it's just refreshing to have a coach that is he's just really good.
No, dude, I completely agree with you, man. It's encouraging. It's
10 years at
inspiring.
the most.
Yep. No, it's good stuff, man. I'm excited. No,
I think one of the best things that happened was Joe Douglas.
Well, could be. Could be. Let's hope. Now, are you concerned about any of the coaching staff being so young?
No, I think it's kind of refreshing because there's such like an old people all over the place in the NFL, a lot of old blood. I like the new blood. You know, they're going to have some hiccups, some mess ups. It's okay. Just let it go.
Dude, listen, they seem like they're pretty intelligent. They know what they're doing. And I think they're going to hold everybody accountable and like actually explain it. Like, we made a mistake here. This is why, and we're going to fix it. And not like, let's got to watch the tape or make excuses.
And that's what I like. Oh, I do have a funny story for you, though. My son put on Twitter that when Adam Gase, if he goes to the Seahawks, he's going to start calling them the Sea Pigeons.
It might as well, dude. Let Gase go wherever, dude. I'm so done with him. It's ridiculous. But Darren, thanks for joining me, man. I appreciate it.
That was the only time I'm going to talk about his ass. All right, see you, Tyson. Thanks.
Have a good night. All right, so what we'll do is we'll go through the chat real quick and see what we got in here. Tyson, you got to get a mini horse. Let's see. Yeah, this is just prime time. I'm just trying to wing this, man, because we all want to talk about the coach, and we just didn't have prime time. So I figured try to do this and just do something. So not sure if you guys liked it or not, but the Devontae Smith, the two things, obviously going to be an argument that I just don't really agree with. Let's see here. P. Ryan, a 3-headed dragon system. The running back position is going to be interesting, man, because especially with an offense that wants to feature running backs. Do you have enough? Ty Johnson, Josh Adams, who I like. But we'll see what happens. I mean, it's a lot of interesting conversations to be had here. Deshaun, Matt Patricia going back to the Patriots. No surprise there because he can't get a job nowhere else. 2 is easy if you trade Darnold to the Colts. I like to trade Darnold to the Saints, 49ers. Get him out of the AFC, man. Let's see. You guys are relentless, man. Do I take PayPal? Yes, I do. Send me a direct message, Instagram, Twitter, You can email us, talkjetsradio@gmail.com, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. We take it all, man. $10 a box. Sorry I keep promoting this, man. This is something that's near and dear to heart. We have Joe Klecko mini helmet, Joe Klecko signed pitcher, Quentin Williams signed football, and a pitcher signed by Marty Lyons. Proceeds go to the Marty Lyons Foundation and the Community Food Bank in New Jersey. It's equally split. We make no money on this whatsoever. We show receipts. This has nothing to do with us. It's about giving back to the community. So we definitely appreciate it. And as of an hour and a half ago, we had about 40 boxes left. They're $10 a box. So once you donate, I send you a grid, pick the number you want, and away we go. Mims is a deep threat, don't need two. Interesting conversation. Some people don't want Allen Robinson. I don't know why, man. Phenomenal route runner, excellent big body guy, great hands. To me, it's a perfect fit, man. Let's see. What we got here? A lot of wide receiver talk. What you get, I mean, free agency. If you get a big time guy in free agency, that gives you a lot more flexibility in the draft. That's for sure. Let's see what we got here. This chat, man, is just wild. Holy God. I like this guy. He's just, wow. More draft conversation here. Who do you guys want in the McGregor fight tomorrow night? What do you guys think about McGregor and Poirier? You got Chandler and Hooker. Two great fights, to be honest with you. Zach Wilson chiming in. He's better than Justin Fields. That's fascinating. I guess I gotta watch more on him, man. I don't get that number 2 pick from him, but can't wait till free agency in the draft. I can't wait either, man. Now it's like we have cap space and got opportunity. We got a coach we can believe in with a system. So let's just see who we can attract. This Santana was a burner. Coles was clutch. Coles was a very physical guy. Just unreliable for Chad Pennington. So I agree with that. What in the hell? That sums it up. He doesn't have food poisoning. He didn't poison himself with the limes and the shrimp. Let's see. Wilson, Wyatt Davis, edge or corner. The cornerback position, man, is going to be interesting too because you want to see how Saleh explained today that it's like he's going to go 4-3 defense. First and second down, it's like your base defense. And then on third down, they get ultra creative and scheme up blitzes and everything else. So, and he's very high on Quentin Williams, too. Thank you, Coach Gase. We appreciate it. Primetime in his bed cuddling with a Sam pitcher. Kotri was excellent, man. Excellent receiver. An all-time Jet great. He maximized every ounce of his talent, as tough as it comes. Dealt with a lot of bullshit with the Jets. I hope with JD picking Saleh opposed to a friend, coworker, puts more faith in him from fans. Listen, man, you got to give him credit. Like we did a quick video on this. Like, listen, Joe Douglas could have went the easy route, and he didn't interview Martindale, didn't interview Roman, didn't interview Peterson. He went completely outside the box. You got to give him credit for that, man. You have to. So, I got 2 dislikes. That's all right. I'm used to a lot worse. That's fine. Cornerback is coming from free agency. I wonder if Richard Sherman comes here. I wouldn't mind him at all to be like a kind of a leader that kind of helps Saleh, get his implement his defense. I wouldn't mind that at all. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Justin Fields one. I think I missed that a while ago. Let's see what we got here. It's time to retire number 80. Yeah, I mean, Corbett's a legend, man. He's definitely a legend. God, this show sucks more without primetime than I think of it. Not a compliment to the meathead. Just come on, man. We brought on different guests. I'm trying my best here. That shit's just crazy. Yeah, Santana was a burner. Coles was clutch. I completely agree. I was a big Coles fan for sure. The Dan Campbell press conference was a complete disaster. This is the one thing you see a lot with Zach Wilson is a monster. It's already stated he's familiar with the Shanahan offense. Everybody keeps talking about that. That's like the biggest selling point for all the Zach Wilson supporters, which I don't know enough about him, so I'm not going to ever say I do. Let's see. The shrimp got revenge on primetime. I don't think that's true. Watson all the way. I completely agree. I could not agree more with that. Chandler for tomorrow night. Interesting matchup, man. He's a wrestler. He's going to try to take him down. A Hooker just throws just crazy hard strikes, man. Phenomenal fight. Tyson, when you get your koala, whatever you do, do not give him Truly. I heard it can affect them in a bad way. Give it Coca-Cola. And I see what you did there. Well played, Cody. Very well played. It was funny. I got like 2 emails from people. It was just funny offering me koala stuff and kangaroo stuff. So appreciate that. That's funny as shit. And I'd have him right there. He'd be my co-host right now. I would have did that for sure. Get Watson or draft Smith at 2. Let's see. Yeah, this was a legend. It's against the Cleveland Browns, wasn't it? Remember, Kotry pulled a hamstring, was still hobbled, ran his route, caught the ball. Then they screwed him over for what's his face, Derek Mason, which is ridiculous. Prime Time's not feeling well, man. So I did a show. We came on. A bunch of people joined me, and just trying to talk some football, man. It's Friday night, drinking some Trulies and having a good time. So we had a fan from Brazil. We had a fan from the UK. Let's see what we got here. I can't explain how happy I am with the Saleh. JD finally made the Jets cut the shit. The dumbass reporting structure, dude. And Saleh's not calling the plays, man. He's gonna manage the whole team. So it's pretty much everything we complained about is exactly what they've done. It's hard to be mad. No, I'm not allowed to get a koala. We've been researching this. They offer me all kinds of like koala gear, like I guess stuff from Australia, like authentic stuff and kangaroo stuff. I'd love to have a koala. I had him sitting right here. He'd be sitting right next to me. I'm down. Either that or kangaroo. Need something here. Dogs are too boring at this point. Got to keep Sherman healthy. If Jets make a move for him, he'd be a leader in that locker room, man. He would definitely help Saleh do his thing. Thank you, man. This was not easy, man. This is harder than I thought it was going to be. Let's see. Wait, just going up here. Hold on a second. Oh, that's not that. What the hell is it? Oh, shit. Hold on. This chat's so fast. He didn't get booted from the show, man. Chandler or Hooker? I'm going to go Hooker. I think Hooker, he's much more powerful. His striking's better. And I think this is Chandler's first fight in the UFC. Even though he says he's not going to have any jitters, I think he will. That happens a lot. It's a big stage, man. A Conor McGregor card is an enormous card. The exposure is crazy. So I'm going to take Hooker. Green Bay win it all. Like, listen, man, I don't want to see Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. I just don't, man. I don't have no desire to see him. If the Bills go, it's great, but I just can't deal with Brady. I'm done with that shit. Let's see. The Jets beat writers are absolutely embarrassing. What's up, man? Jay, thanks for joining us, man. Prime time's a little bit different tonight. The beat writers, some of the questions, man, they asked that one Met question, which was a joke, which is completely terrible. But I mean, listen, they asked some weird questions. I would have asked a bunch of different ones, but listen, the coach did a good job. He actually did a real good job. I listened to him on Craig and Evan. I listened to him on Boomer, like a couple of different ones. And he's pretty well spoken, man. His 9/11 story is very inspiring too, which resonates with a lot of us that grew up. I mean, I work right across the water from there, so interesting. You should get a chameleon. They are pretty good at just chilling with you shooting the shit. I can go for that too. Tyrone he drives. He owns a business. He drives a lot, so it's very hard to get him on. I've asked him several times. It's very difficult to get him scheduled to come on. So I could definitely. We're working on that. Doing our best here. Well, it was hold on. He was very good at Rich Eisen too, man. He was very good. He's done a really good job. And it's so weird how people want to grade like these press conferences, like, oh, did he win it? Did he not win it? Like, listen, he didn't embarrass himself. And he inspired some people. He represented the organization good. That's it. Like, he didn't pull no Dan Campbell. He didn't come off like stupid. So Primetime has food poisoning 19. Okay. He's a poor guy. So if you guys want, we can do the we're gonna do this more. We're gonna bring on more like viewers, stuff like that. We're new all this stuff, man. We have no idea to do half this shit. Like, I had to learn this tonight. So if you guys want, we can do the McGregor fight tomorrow night. We can do the Bills game on Sunday. Completely up to you guys. Not sure if you guys are busy and doing whatever. Yeah, the kneecap thing. I became a Jet fan in 1986. Jets Browns game. My father took me. My father's a Giants fan, and they couldn't get Giants tickets, so they got Jets tickets to a game in December. It was freezing cold. And he's like, I'll bring him there. Or just get me out. I was dying to go to a football game. Thought that I would just be like, whatever. Then I heard the Jet chant and the tailgating and everything else. And that was it, man. He was pissed. He couldn't believe that I became a Jet fan that day. He was just like, how does this happen? Definitely a lot of beards on this. Yeah, he does. He was excellent, man. He was really good on that. We could do it, man. Definitely could do a Bill stream. I'm in for that. That's the later game, I think, too, isn't it? So, yeah, what was in the bag that was smuggled into Fight Island? I mean, that's some crazy story. If you guys haven't heard that UFC story, man, that is wild. They cut off their wristbands and gave them to other people and brought it into a bag, and they did all kinds of shit. The guy got cut from the UFC. Strange story, man. Very, very strange. I want Deshaun as well, man. I am with you. Completely with you. Did a great job handling the video chat. Not too difficult. Look into Discord for your radio show. You can use it on YouTube. I don't know what that is, but we're trying to figure out the radio show, how to do that, because we've gotten so many new callers and stuff. We want to keep everybody kind of doing what we're doing. So let's see. Yeah, if Dan Campbell pulled that shit in New York, could you imagine? Actually, you know what's funny is we actually did an Adam Gase opening press conference. We did a live stream about that probably about 2 weeks ago, and just how terrible it was. And we just made jokes the whole time. And you hear about Chris Johnson completely embarrassing himself. What player wouldn't want to play for this guy? Yeah, he says he wants to make him more money. Completely agree, dude. He said all the right things. He wants to maximize their potential so they can all make more money. He's keeping it real, man. Let's see. Do it like this. Yeah, we're going to figure it out, man. We're definitely going to do more like this where we can get you guys on so we can all talk. This was our first year live streaming. We've never done this before, so we had to learn a lot and figure out all the different softwares and figure out. So we can definitely do more like this, have more open forums. The UFC story is that a fighter that was fighting on this card, him and his teammates cut off their wristbands that they get like a security and gave them to their friends to all sneak into the facility. They snuck in with bags and stuff. They did all kinds of crazy shit. The UFC, obviously it's all on camera. They caught him. They cut the fighter and they kicked everybody out. So pretty wild, man. Wild. I think it's all over like Twitter and stuff. So let's see what we got. Tyson, till prime time, I said feel better if he's interested. I'd like to sell him some darn old jerseys. Oh shit. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you guys for joining me, man. Thank you for being patient with us. Like I said, hopefully prime time feels a little better. Talk to you either for the fight tomorrow night or the game on Sunday night. Enjoy your Friday night. Thank you for joining us. Check out our fundraiser. I'll talk to you guys next time.